Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks to the media for coming for this press and media briefing. I'd like to introduce the podium members here. Suparna Jaipur IPL Cricket Private Limited. Isa Goha, ex-woman cricketer, IPL commentator and a British Asian Trust brand ambassador. And Mr. Hansal Mehta, eminent filmmaker and on the board of Educate Girls. Thank you everyone for coming. This is Rajasthan Girls in Angan. Without further ado, I just like to hand over the mic to Mr. Ranjit Batakur to say a few words, and then I'll take it back. Thank you.
Today, thank you to everybody, Suparna, Rahul, Isha, Hansal, for being part of this program. We at Rajasthan Royals try and do things differently. And once again, we have launched a program which I believe is different. And this way, meaning we believe that we will be batting for a social enterprise which will be impactful. The whole idea, meaning that came about when we were talking about doing things different, is that what really are we doing other than for cricket? And therefore, today's launch is a very unique launch, and we are very humbled by the fact that both Educate Girls and Angan have decided to lend us their names for enhancement of a very important cause, and that is the woman and the girl child. I think
I'm really privileged to be here on behalf of Educate Girls. And as we were talking before the press conference, this is a great synergy for Educate Girls to be with Rajasthan Royals. Educate Girls is a non-profit, it's an NGO that works in Rajasthan. Rajasthan, as many of you might not be aware, has 9 of the 26 most critical gender gap districts in the country. And we are currently working in 8,500 schools, and over a period of 8 years, which is, I think, the age of Rajasthan Royals. Educate Girls is also 8 years old. We have managed to enroll and retain 80,000 girls in school, Educate Girls. And as we were talking before the press conference, this is a great synergy for Educate Girls to be with Rajasthan Royals. Educate Girls is a non-profit, it's an NGO that works in Rajasthan. Rajasthan, as many of you might not be aware, has 9 of the 26 most critical gender gap districts in the country. And we are currently working in 8,500 schools, and over a period of 8 years, which is, I think, the age of Rajasthan Royals. Educate Girls is also 8 years old. We have managed to enroll and retain 80,000 girls in school. I'm really honored to have, we have 4,500 volunteers in Rajasthan who champion the cause of the girl child within the village. They are community representatives called Team Balika, who go into the village and take ownership of the girl child and her future, ensuring that child marriage and other problems that arise out of lack of education for the girl child are eradicated. So these champions, I'm glad that we are able to add hopefully 16 more volunteers to 16 or 20 more volunteers to the Rajasthan Royal teams. I'm hoping that the entire team becomes a champion of girls' education to the cause of the girl child, and all of them become Team Balikas, championing the cause of educating the girl child. We are hoping that this association will continue beyond a year, because educating the girl child, as you know, 3 million girls, it's a staggering number. We have 3 million girls out of school in India who are not getting educated. And that is perhaps one of the biggest causes of many of, when we talk of development, when we talk of progress, if your girls are not educated, you cannot think of development, you cannot think of progress. And I'm hoping that this association will continue and we are able to leverage each other's strengths and make this into a movement that takes girls back to school. Thank you.
Now I call upon Suparna Gupta, founder of...
Hi, so just a little bit about Angan. Angan works with children in what we believe are dangerous situations. And for us, that's child marriage, child trafficking, hazardous work. And of course, you know that violence and abuse are themes across all this. We work in 6 states across the country in what we believe are high-risk locations where children are really most at risk of serious harm. Before I tell you anything more about myself, I quickly want to say a huge thank you to British Asian Trust and Rajasthan Royals for this initiative. We have partnered with British Asian Trust previously, and I know this is a deep and a serious commitment. But I think with the addition of Rajasthan Royals, it also takes the commitment to such a large scale. Everybody knows that when cricketers are backing something, then the whole nation is also going to start talking about it and thinking about it. For us at Angan, talking about girls who are growing up unsafe, unprotected, is very important, and it's very under-addressed. As you well know, the numbers are stacked against girls in the country. One child is missing every 8 minutes. We have more than 1.6 million children trafficked. We have 23 million child brides. 1 in 2 children are abused. So I think it's a dangerous time to be growing up as a girl. And I just want to say that the girls we work with are doing their bit. They're fighting the brave battle every single day. At Angan, we work with about 10,000 girls every year. And one of the things we've noticed is that about, for instance, last year, just to give you an example, of the 12,000 we worked with, 77% of them joined our networks. They stayed safe despite all odds. Things we take for granted, like being safe at home, being able to go to the toilet safely, being able to, remain in school and study. These are things that are difficult for the girls who we work with. But they manage to stay safe, and that's huge for us. They practice the safe strategies that we actually work with them on. Some of them did not stay safe. So, about 23% of the girls we worked with were seriously harmed. But they too continue to fight a very, very brave battle. We help them cope with trauma. They file cases. They give testimonies. And they recover from serious crimes against them, like rape, like trafficking, like marriage, so that they can go on and they recover. And I think what's really heartening about being here today is that girls that we work with are no longer fighting alone. It's wonderful to have a strong team behind them. I think the Association of Rajasthan Royals means inspiration, it means strength. And that's the one thing girls we've worked with. Girls have been isolated. They've been kept away from things. But I think when they have a strong team backing them, that's going to be very powerful. So thank you.
Thank you, Suparna. And thank you, Hansal, as well. We do believe that our association...
Thank you. It's a real privilege to be here on behalf of the British Asian Trust.
We do believe that our association...
Thank you. It's a real privilege to be here on behalf of the British Asian Trust and in support of this partnership with the 2 NGOs, Educate Girls and the Angan Trust as well. I'll just tell you a little bit about the British Asian Trust, and it's an arm of the Prince's Trust, which is run by Prince Charles in England. And the aim is to support various different NGOs across South Asia, which is 20% of the world's population. They tend to focus on NGOs that have the ability to sustain empowerment across women, men, those who lack education in these areas. It was staggering to know that I think 500 million in South Asia earn just under £1 a day. So that tells you a little bit about the type of challenges that they face. And in particular for me, this particular partnership is important because coming from England as a woman who has had many different opportunities and the freedom to do anything that I want to do, to come to India where there are so many challenges faced by young girls in this country who don't necessarily know about the dangers that, of growing up. And the two stats, as Suparna mentioned, every 8 minutes a girl is trafficked into the sexual trade, and 47% of girls in India are married off underneath the age of 18, which is an absolutely staggering stat and something that needs to change from my point of view. I had the opportunity to actually visit one of the Angan Trust programs, Sakti, a couple of years ago in Govanda, a couple of years ago, and I had the opportunity to meet some of these young girls and to hear their aspirations in life, to want to go on to become teachers and join the army, and be able to actually have dreams and aspirations, but also understand their rights in the community as well. And this is part of it. This is an education for them. That's the first step from their point of view. The second step is to have the confidence to be able to stand up for what they believe in, and have the belief that they can go on to do what they want to do, and to stand up to their parents who are telling them that they need to be married off at such a young age. So I think that these programs are absolutely vital to empowering young women. And the other important thing is that it becomes self-serving. So a lot of these girls are actually from the community themselves, the ones that are teaching the young girls coming through, and they're all Sakti alumni. So they actually have the ability to keep the legacy flowing and run it by themselves in a way, which I think is absolutely special. The other thing, I guess, that is important is the link with cricket, and the fact that cricket is basically a religion in India and other South Asian countries. And I see it everywhere in this country that cricket is on television constantly. And cricketers can act as role models to be able to spread a message. And I think that's why this partnership is so, so important. So thank you for having me here in support of this fabulous partnership.
Thanks, Shantanu. Yeah, it's great. It's a great, what is the start of what I hope will be a truly fantastic partnership, a long lasting. Partnership. A lot of you know who have worked in the field, who have an incredible awareness. Yeah, it's great. It's a great. What is the start of what I hope will be a truly fantastic partnership, a long-lasting partnership. I think that cricket and cricketers, like Isa mentioned, have a great opportunity through a lot of you in the media to be able to raise awareness and raise issues and highlight issues that need to be highlighted. A lot of this works in partnerships, and a lot of you know that in cricket partnerships are important. Not a lot of success can happen in cricket without partnerships, and which is why it's exciting. I think it's exciting for us as players, as part of the sort of playing group at Rajasthan Royals, to be able to partner with the British Asian Trust, with Educate Girls, with Angan. Because as players, a lot of us are very good at what we do. We're very good at on the cricket field, and we, capture the imagination. A lot of the cricketers today, like Isa said, do become role models for so many young people and a generation of young adults. But to be able to actually work with people who, like Educate Girls and Angan, who are very, very good at what they do, who have worked in the field, who have an incredible awareness in this area, who've spent time and energy in the field, I think is a great opportunity for us as players of the Rajasthan Royals, because it gives us an opportunity to be able to work with some truly exceptional people, people who are truly making a difference on the field, and add a little bit that we can through our profile and through what we do to create an awareness and create a movement that I think...
I, Rahul Dravid, and my Rajasthan Royals team bat for every girl child in the country. Join my team by logging on to www.rajasthanroyals.com/bat for the girl child.
देखिए, अगर हम उन्नति चाहते हैं इस देश की, अगर हम आगे जाना चाहते हैं, तो अगर हम इस विषय पे, अगर हम अपने जो लड़कियां हैं या महिलाएं हैं जो आगे जाके माँ बनने वाली है, अगर इन लोगों का ख्याल नहीं रखेंगे तो हमारी उन्नति कभी हो नहीं सकती. तो इसलिए मेरे ख्याल से जो ये लोग काम कर रहे हैं, आंगन और एजुकेट गर्ल्स, वो बहुत महत्वपूर्ण काम है. बहुत और ये बहुत मुश्किल भी काम है. इतना आसान काम नहीं है हमारे देश में, क्योंकि बहुत सारी जो हम कहते हैं मिसकम्युनिकेशन या जो हमारे जो हिंदी में क्या वर्ड कहेंगे इसके, जो हमारी जो some of the beliefs that we have in our country are so deep rooted, and I think it's great that जो लोग हैं यहाँ पे जो कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि जो यहाँ की हमारी जो beliefs है, जो हमारे जो deep rooted beliefs हैं, उनको change करने की, क्योंकि अगर हम उन्नति चाहते, जैसे मैंने कहा, इसके बावजूद नहीं हो सकता. और बड़ी खुशी हुई है कि राजस्थान रॉयल्स और जो हमारे प्लेयर्स हैं और ब्रिटिश एशियन ट्रस्ट है, उनका साथ, जो थोड़ा बहुत साथ है, वो दे सकते हैं.
I don't really understand the question, but if it is to say that are we trying to do something to enhance Rajasthan Royals, the answer is not necessarily yes. What we're really trying to do is, we were looking for a good opportunity, and we tried to actually do this. When we conceived the idea, it was just at the beginning of the IPL. But we just didn't get government permissions, we didn't get BCCI permission, because we were late, we didn't get our act together, we didn't have sort of our logos together. That's the truth. And that's why we just thought that, it was the right time to do it. It was a match which would be with KKR. It's just coincidence.
प्रयत्न करेन मी मराठीत द्यायला. पण उत्सुकता मी जसं मी आत्ता म्हटलं ते की look, I think it is obviously from a cricketing perspective. If you just look at it purely as a cricketing perspective, it's always exciting to play against Pakistan, and it's terrific to play against Pakistan and the Pakistan team and the Pakistan cricketers. But obviously, a series against India and Pakistan is just more than the cricket, and I think you have to be realistic about it. It involves a lot of issues, including security, including the political situation in the two countries. They cannot, unfortunately, be ignored. So decisions like that, in my belief, are best left to the board, to the concerned ministries. And in an ideal utopian world, yes, we'd like to see cricket, and we'd never like to see cricket, affected by anything. But we don't live in a utopian world.
थैंक यू। पूरी बात क्रिकेट, तो इसको आप कितना महत्व देते हो?
देखिए, हम इतना ज्यादा महत्व मैं ये नहीं कहूँगा। जरूर अजिंक्य रहाणे जो है हमारे लिए एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण प्लेयर, और बहुत उन्होंने अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस किया है। अगर आप देखें, जो आप टॉप 10 बैट्समैन में 2020 में मौका जरूर जिनको मिलता है, वो 1, 2, 3 के जो प्लेयर होते हैं। हमारे टीम में शेन वॉटसन ने पहले 5 मैच वो खेल नहीं पाए क्योंकि उनकी इंजरी थी। फिर 2 मैच तो उन्होंने बैटिंग नहीं की क्योंकि बारिश हो गई, तो फिर उनको इतना मौका नहीं मिला है कि उस दर्जे पे आने का। नंबर 3 में हम लोगों ने थोड़ा रोटेशन किया है क्योंकि हम चाहते हैं कि जिस स्थिति हो उस पे वो नंबर 3 की जो पोजीशन हो उस वो निर्भर रहे। तो कई मैचेस में स्टीव स्मिथ ने बल्लेबाजी की है, कई मैचेस में संजू सैमसन ने बल्लेबाजी, कई मैचेस में करुण नायर ने भी बल्लेबाजी की है। तो एक सेट प्लेयर नहीं रहा है नंबर 3 पे, तो फिर उसको मौका नहीं मिला है कि इतने पारियां खेलने की। जिस आदमी को जो हम कहते हैं अजिंक्य रहाणे, वो एक स्तंभ रहे हमारे, या एक स्थिति में एक जगह में रहे हैं, उनको मौका मिला है, उन्होंने रन किए हैं। तो ऐसी मैं ये नहीं मानता हूँ कि आपको वो टॉप 10 में रहने की इतनी जरूरत। जरूर हमारी बॉलिंग जो रही है आखिर की जो 5-6 ओवर है, उसमें हम लोगों ने इतनी अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस नहीं की है, और उसके ऊपर हमको ध्यान देना पड़ेगा इस इम्पोर्टेंट मैच में। वो मैं एक कहूँगा कि जरूर हम मानते हैं कि उसमें हम थोड़े पीछे रहे हैं। देखिए, जो जरूर हमने जो शुरुआत की थी, बहुत अच्छी शुरुआत की थी। पहले 5 मैच हम लोगों ने जीते, फिर थोड़े 1-2 मैच जो रहे वो बारिश के कारण हम पूरा खेल नहीं पाए, और फिर 1-2 मैच हम हार गए। तो एक ऐसी स्थिति आ गई है कि जरूर हमको ये जो मैच बहुत महत्वपूर्ण हो जाता है, हमको ये जीतना जरूर है। और 1-2 जो रिजल्ट्स है हमारे पक्ष में अगर गए तो फिर हम जरूर क्वालिफाई कर सकते हैं। मुझे ऐसे नहीं लगता कि हमने खराब क्रिकेट खेला इस पूरी टूर्नामेंट में। एक मैच था मेरे याद में, जो आरसीबी के अगेंस्ट अहमदाबाद में, जिसमें हम लोग 130 पे ऑल आउट हुए, जिसको मैं कहूँगा एक खराब मैच था। दूसरे अगर हम देखें, एक मैच 7 रन से, एक मैच 8 रन से, एक मैच 10 रन से, और एक तो सुपर ओवर का मैच था जिसमें हम हार गए। तो फिर ऐसे नहीं लग रहा है कि मैं इतना खराब क्रिकेट हम लोगों ने खेला है। पर जरूर जो एक क्रिटिकल मोमेंट्स रहते हैं 2020 के गेम में, आपको वो जीतने पड़ते हैं, और हम लोगों ने वो शायद क्रिटिकल मैचेस में अब तक जीता नहीं है। हम जरूर ये चाहेंगे कि अगर आज मुंबई जीते तो फिर एक हमारा मैच केकेआर के अगेंस्ट जो हो जाता है, वो एक्चुअली नॉकआउट मैच जैसे हो जाता है। तो हमारी पूरी सपोर्ट आज मुंबई की तरफ होगी।
Okay, thanks.
And I had
Look, I think it is obviously from a cricketing perspective. If you just look at it purely as a cricketing perspective, it's always exciting to play against Pakistan, and it's terrific to play against Pakistan and the Pakistan team and the Pakistan cricketers. But obviously, a series against India and Pakistan is just more than the cricket, and I think you have to be realistic about it. It involves a lot of issues, including security, including the political situation in the two countries. They cannot, unfortunately, be ignored. So decisions like that, in my belief, are best left to the board, to the concerned ministries. And in an ideal utopian world, yes, we'd like to see cricket, and we'd never like to see cricket affected by anything. But we don't live in a utopian world.
थँक यू।
प्रयत्न करीन मी मराठीत द्यायला, पण उत्सुकता मी आत्ता म्हटलं ते की सिरीज होईल, आणि त्याच्या व्हायला खूप म्हणजे खूप गोष्टी इन्व्हॉल्व होतात, आणि खूप गोष्टीला जे पोझिशनमध्ये यावं लागतं ते व्हायला. ते होईल तर उत्सुकता होईल, ते नाही होईल जो दुसरी कोणची सिरीज होईल ते पण पाहून उत्सुकता होईल मला.
आणखीन एक प्रश्न माझा.
आता मी राजस्थान रॉयल्सचा कोच आहे, ते मी आता याच्यावर मी फोकस करतोय. आता ते पुढे जाऊन काय होईल, काय करतील, काय जॉब आहे, ते काय ते तेव्हा जेव्हा ती ब्रिज येईल आणि तेव्हा आपण ते क्रॉस करू, तेव्हा त्याच्याबद्दल आपण विचार करू. आता विचार करण्याची काही गरजच नाही आता. आता कोणी मला विचारलं नाही, कोणी काही सांगितलं नाही, तर आता विचार करायची काही गरज काय?
तुम्हाला आवडेल का मात्र?
विचार करावा लागेल मला.
सर आणखीन एक प्रश्न.
मला तर वाटतं की माझ्यापेक्षा जास्त या जो आमचे जे जनरेशनचे क्रिकेटर्स होते त्यांच्यापेक्षा जास्त हे लोक जे आता खेळतायत, मिडल ऑर्डर आमची जी आहे, जे आमच्यापेक्षा जास्त करू शकते, आणखीन चांगली परफॉर्मन्स करू शकते. टॅलेंट खूप आहे, एबिलिटीज खूप आहे. जे आता जी मिडल ऑर्डर आहे आपली, ओपनर्स पण म्हणजे तुम्ही म्हणा की आपला विजय आणि राहुल, धवन, पुजारा आहे, रहाणे आहेत, कोहली, रोहित शर्मा, हे सगळे लोक जे आहेत आपले जे मध्यक्रम आणि बल्लेबाजीमध्ये, माझं हे बिलीफ आहे की हे लोक आगे मोठे होऊन आणखीन चांगली परफॉर्मन्स करू शकतात. अजिंक्य रहाणे मी म्हणतो की हे जो एक वर्ष झाला इंडियन क्रिकेटमध्ये, इंडियाचा मोस्ट सक्सेसफुल बॅट्समन, टेस्ट बॅट्समन मी मानतो अजिंक्य रहाणेला. 4 ओव्हरसीज टूर्स मध्ये आपण खेळलो आणि 4ही ओव्हरसीज टूर्स मध्ये त्यांची जी परफॉर्मन्स होती खूप चांगली होती. आणि काही लोकांनी 1-2 सिरीज मध्ये चांगली परफॉर्मन्स केली, पण अजिंक्य रहाणे असे एक प्लेयर होते ते 4ही सिरीज मध्ये त्यांची परफॉर्मन्स खूप चांगली होती. तर I believe that going ahead, I think he's going to be he along with a lot of the other guys can be a real bring great stability to an Indian lineup. And if India wants to succeed, then if 3-4 of them can establish themselves and play for a long period of time, then I think India will do very well.
Thank you.
देखिए, कभी कभी जब मैं एबी डिविलियर्स के जो शॉट्स देखता हूँ तो मैं कभी सोचता हूँ कि भाई ख्वाब में भी मैंने ऐसे शॉट्स नहीं खेले थे.
The bowling itself is going to be different.
Well, you're already seeing that there are a lot more shots being played even in Test cricket. I mean, just the run rates in Test cricket, and you see some of the innings that De Villiers has been able to play over the last year and a half in Test cricket, as well have been have been, if not like 2020 innings, but have been incredibly attacking positive innings. So I think if you're a naturally attacking positive player, I mean, Virendra Sehwag showed it for India for so many years. I mean, he was an exceptional Test batsman and an incredible strike rate, and played, if not similarly, played almost in the same way in all the 3 formats of the game. So if you're an attacking batsman, I don't think your very nature of the way you play is going to change. Obviously, situations in Test matches are sometimes very different because you've sometimes got to save a Test match. You've sometimes got to get through a difficult spell in the morning. It could be a lot more grass on the wicket. So it's situations are different, and you've got to adapt and learn how to play these situations. And guys like De Villiers and McCullum have that ability to adapt. I mean, De Villiers batted a whole day, against Australia to save a Test match, just defending and hardly scoring any runs because he needed to save a Test match. And I think that's what great players do. They have an ability to adapt and adjust and change their game according to the situation demands. When they come to an IPL, they play differently, but they have the skill to be able to play a Test match in England 2 weeks later and play completely differently. Well, I mean, these are just, I guess, from personally, I've, and in the time that I've interacted with Kevin, I've really enjoyed my interactions with him. Spent a couple of years with him at Rajasthan Royals, and I've really personally never had, any issues with him. I think it's disappointing. Obviously, it's disappointing from, just a fan's perspective and from people who follow the game. I think he's truly an exciting player, a terrific player. And for him not to get an opportunity to play cricket in the years that he's got for England at the highest stage, is obviously disappointing, I guess, for him and for people who watch the game. I think I thought the whole thing seems a bit strange. I think he was probably given the impression that, he would be picked if he scored runs, and then now suddenly he's being told that, he's not going to be picked. I think what this really has done is it's put a lot of pressure on England and on, I guess, Alistair Cook and Andrew Strauss, because now they have to win the Ashes. I can just imagine start losing in the Ashes and have KP scoring runs in some county games. That's not going to go down well with a lot of people. So they've put a lot of pressure on themselves. If they win, no problem. No one's going to ask any questions. But if England start losing this summer, this issue is not going to die down. देखिए, कभी-कभी जब मैं एबी डिविलियर्स के जो शॉट्स देखता हूँ तो मैं कभी सोचता हूँ कि भाई ख्वाब में भी मैंने ऐसे शॉट्स नहीं खेले थे. तो खेलने की दूर की बात है, ख्वाब में भी सोचे नहीं थे अच्छा ये भी शॉट हो सकता है. ऐसा शॉट्स खेलते हैं इन दिनों एबी डिविलियर्स हो या ब्रेंडन मैकलम हो. तो ज़रूर मैं कहूँगा कि अगर आपके पास एबिलिटी है, आपके पास टैलेंट है, तो एक राह दिखाए इन लोगों ने, एक रास्ता दिखाया है कि आप भी ऐसे खेल सकते हैं। जो यंग लड़के हैं, क्यों नहीं आप ज़रूर अपने आपके जो सेहत है या आपकी जो इंजरी का ज़रूर ख्याल रखें, क्योंकि कैसे शॉट्स खेलते हैं ये लोग कि हेलमेट और बॉडी आर्मर की ज़रूरत होती है खेलने के लिए। पर आगे जाके ये ज़रूर यंग जो लड़के हैं हमारे, जो देख रहे हैं, जो नौजवान लड़के हैं, ये ज़रूर ये प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, ये कोशिश ज़रूर करेंगे ऐसे शॉट्स खेलने की, क्योंकि गेम आगे बढ़ता जाता है, गेम आगे चला जाता है। और जो नई दिशाएं दिखाते हैं प्लेयर्स, जैसे शायद विव रिचर्ड्स ने एक दिशा दिखाई कैसे खेलने की, या पॉजिटिव अटैकिंग क्रिकेट, एक समय में जयसूर्या और कलु वितरना थे, उन्होंने एक गेम को बदला कि पहले 15 ओवर में कैसे खेलना चाहिए। तो ये गेम बदलता जाता है, चेंज होता जाता है, और उसके आगे प्लेयर भी चेंज होते जाते हैं। तो ज़रूर हमको और देखने को मिलेगा आगे जाके।
एक और सवाल था क्रिकेट कमेटी।
ये जो बैलेंस है वो एड्रेस करनी चाहिए। जो बैलेंस है बैट और बॉल, अगर आप अच्छे विकेट्स बनाएं जिसमें थोड़ी बॉलर को भी मदद मिले, शायद पेस हो, बाउंस हो, स्पिन हो, तो फिर बॉलर को थोड़ी मदद मिलती है, वो बैलेंस एड्रेस हो जाती है। मेरे ख्याल से 2020 क्रिकेट में जैसे हमने देखा इस विश्व कप, वर्ल्ड कप में बाउंसर का बहुत अच्छा इस्तेमाल किया गया। 2 बाउंसर थे, तो 2020 में मेरे ख्याल से भी 2 बाउंसर अलाउ होने चाहिए। तो फिर एक मौका ज़रूर मिलता है बॉलर को कि वो कम बैक करें। अब नहीं तो ऐसा समय आ जाता है कि आपने पहले बॉल पे बाउंसर डाल दिया, तो फिर उसके बाद बैट्समैन को पता है कि 5 बॉल फिर आगे आने वाले हैं, तो एक दूसरा बाउंसर ज़रूर होना चाहिए 2020 क्रिकेट में भी। तो ऐसे ज़रूर जो चेंजेस होने चाहिए, बॉलर के हित में भी थोड़े चेंजेस लाने चाहिए। 12 ओवर मेरे ख्याल से पता नहीं कैसे वो बैलेंस कैसे उससे ये होगा, शायद एक इनोवेशन के लिए ठीक है। फिर मेरे ख्याल से ये जो दूसरी चीज़ें, विकेट्स पे ध्यान देना चाहिए, थोड़े बाउंसर एक और लाना चाहिए मेरे ख्याल से, बाउंसर एक और लाना चाहिए मेरे ख्याल से। हम जैसे ये डिसाइड नहीं, आप हमको जब कोच की डिसीजन लेनी है तो ये नहीं डिसाइड करना चाहिए कि वो है इंडियन है या फॉरेनर है। जो सही आदमी है, जो सूट होता है टीम के लिए, शायद वो फॉरेनर हो, शायद वो इंडियन हो। हम ऐसी अभी हम दुनिया ऐसी है, बहुत प्रोफेशनल दुनिया है। कई कई लोग जाते हैं काम करने के लिए, इंडिया से भी लोग बाहर जाते हैं, बाहर से भी लोग यहाँ पे इंडिया में आते हैं काम करने के लिए। तो हमें ये नहीं देखना चाहिए कि इंडियन है या फॉरेनर है। मेरे ख्याल से जो आदमी सूट करता है उस जॉब के लिए, टीम के लिए, फिर उसको उसको लेना चाहिए। हालांकि ये देख के कि नहीं सिर्फ इंडियन को लेंगे, सिर्फ फॉरेनर को ही लेंगे, ऐसा डिसीजन नहीं लेना चाहिए।
The bowling itself